Love is a powerful dynamic, yeah? When you reach it before, like a dagger it is, it can be contained without the cosmetics, without the problems it can't handle. Love is a basis triangle that patterns each other together, just as our partners are. It is a selfless action that when within you can actually grab it before you can. It's a little bit of a grain of salt that you can pinch through that universe. It's like a vast galaxy going through a black hole. And you finally made it, yeah? And once you get there, you finally reach out those two multiple occasions that you reach. You finally find yourself dispensable through a wrap of time. Time works absolutely differently. It works like a figure of speech. And once you hold it, it is in that deep connection where you find your whole spirit whole. In the relief, in the signs and the symbols. In a twisted plot twist, the hands of fate can change any chain of event that happens as a mechanism twice. You find yourself lost in space, yeah? And you grab it with the ounces you have, just as the geopolitical consequences can happen. A bundle of sequences entirely happen. Just as you finally reach, there's a strange way, yeah? You can always forget one little thing, yeah? And then you put it together. Then you finally put yourself right there in the middle, and you really just try to adjust. You really just try to adjust. Then when you finally find yourself giving in, then you recognize that there's only two kinds of people in the world. There are two kinds of people who are like me and you, two kinds of people who just want to live in a world where there's shame and where the world is burning. And when the world is burning, it is full of, they try to fool themselves and satisfy, really, just to grab what it means to be someone else. Just because you just didn't fit in, yeah, doesn't mean you just don't swallow it away in a shallow end, you know? Life can be a pool, and that pool can be released. All you have to do is tie that knot like a rope. And you finally, you entirely give it your all for eternity. And that's just the grab sequences of it, you know? And when you flow like a river, tap water can run through you like the mud. And when you finally dream of it and you finally envision it, you finally notice there isn't a free will to things where you risk. You finally know that it's worth the time and it's worth the specifics. And generally, you were trying to wrap your soul like it was steel in a plate full of consequences and sin and templates contempted to weary and eerie and a very disappointing moments. Yeah? but you can't be fixated in the transfigured transgressions where the past is mended, and you can't fool yourself in a world full of wrapped chaos and chance. But when you double that shit and you put yourself in a lousy bent, you know, and you come from a crosswire, you know, you just wanna feel you finally free, you know, you finally free. And when you're finally free, you just wanna grab your attention and you just wanna sympathize with everything that you go through, you know? And you feel like life is on a rampage, you feel like it's in total tatters, it's in total carnage, you know? You finally realize, like, in a plateau, you finally put yourself in solidarity and you try to fill in the big shoes that were left behind. Is it a legacy that is written, or evolution that has begun itself just in an hour, just in a minute, or the days or the years or the months that have passed? They try to deny it. But when you forsake your charm, and when you forsake your desire, it is only left by weary and trying to discover whatever it is you're trying to put on, and you finally found it. Yeah, mate, it's gonna be hard, lad. It's gonna be hard.